Right now, inside your body, something quiet is happening. Something most people never notice. You take a step, then another, and deep inside, your body is deciding something important. Is this movement a threat or a signal it can trust? Because what happens next changes everything. Most people think fat loss is about force, pushing harder, burning more, fighting your body into submission. But your body doesn't work like that. Inside you is not a stubborn machine. It's an intelligent system, more like a highly organized city. Every cell communicates. Every hormone carries messages. Every movement you make is interpreted, evaluated, and responded to. Think of your body like a warehouse. Energy is stored there, some in boxes labeled "Use Now," and some locked away in long-term storage, what you call fat. Now here's the part most people miss. Your body doesn't release those long-term reserves just because you want it to. It releases them when it feels safe. And safety, inside your biology, is not an emotion, it's a signal. This is where walking begins to change things in a way that feels almost invisible at first. In the first few minutes of movement, your body is cautious. Your muscles begin contracting, gently asking for energy. Blood flow increases. Your heart rate rises slightly, not as an alarm, but as a preparation. Inside your cells, tiny energy factories, mitochondria, start increasing their output. But here's what's interesting. At this stage, your body is still using what's immediately available. Glucose, quick access fuel. Predictable. There's no need yet to dip into stored fat, because from your body's perspective, it's still asking, is this temporary, or should I prepare for something more? And this changes everything. As you continue walking, something subtle begins to shift. Your breathing stabilizes. Your rhythm becomes consistent. The movement is no longer random, it's patterned, predictable. And deep inside, your nervous system notices. This is where it gets interesting. Your brain starts reducing its alert signals. Stress hormones like cortisol begin to level out instead of spike. The body no longer sees movement as a potential emergency. Instead, it starts to recognize a pattern. And patterns are what your body trusts. This is where most people stop. But this is where it starts. Because now, your muscles are still asking for energy. But the immediate supply is beginning to taper. And your body faces a decision. Keep relying on limited short-term fuel, or unlock the deeper reserves. This is the activation phase. Hormones like adrenaline and norepinephrine begin sending gentle signals. Not aggressive, not panicked, but controlled instructions. Release some stored energy. Fat cells, which were previously locked down, begin to loosen their grip. Fat isn't just sitting there. It's being held, protected, regulated. But now those cells receive a new message. It's safe to release. Fat begins breaking down into usable components, fatty acids, which enter your bloodstream. And here's the part most people miss. This doesn't happen because you forced it. It happens because your body finally trusts the signal. Now watch this. As you continue walking, your system becomes more efficient. Your muscles start preferring this steady stream of fat-derived energy. Your mitochondria ramp up their ability to use it. It's like switching from burning paper to burning logs, slower to ignite, but far more sustainable. And this is where the peak phase begins. Your body is no longer reacting, it's cooperating. Fat burning is no longer a backup plan, it becomes a primary strategy. Your breathing is steady, your steps are rhythmic, your internal systems are synchronized. Inside your bloodstream, fatty acids are flowing toward muscles, like fuel trucks arriving exactly when needed. There's no panic, no urgency, just quiet, controlled energy release. And this changes everything. Because in this state, your body isn't just burning fat, it's learning. Every step reinforces a message. This movement is safe, this pattern is repeatable, this energy can be used. And over time, that message gets stronger. But here's where it gets even more interesting. When you stop walking, the process doesn't stop. Your body doesn't just shut everything down. Instead, it continues adapting. Your cells become more sensitive to insulin, the hormone responsible for managing blood sugar. That means future energy is handled more efficiently, with less being pushed into storage. Your mitochondria begin increasing in number and function, making your body better at using fat the next time. It's like upgrading your internal engine after every session, and this happens quietly, in the background. Most people never notice it. But here's the part most people misunderstand. They think they need to fight their body to lose fat. They think resistance, exhaustion, and intensity are the only ways to force change. But you're not fighting your body. You're communicating with it. And walking is one of the clearest signals you can send, because it tells your system, this is not stress, this is not danger. This is sustained, safe demand. And your body responds accordingly. Research has shown that steady, low-intensity movement increases the body's reliance on fat as a fuel source, especially as duration increases. But you don't need to think in terms of studies or numbers. You can feel it. That moment when walking stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like flow. That's not just comfort, that's coordination. That's your internal systems aligning. But here's the tension most people never consider. When you don't move, when your body stays inactive for long periods, it receives a completely different signal. Energy is uncertain, movement is rare. Hold on to reserves. Fat cells become more resistant to releasing energy. Hormonal signals become less responsive. The system becomes cautious. Not broken, just protective. And this changes everything. Because now, fat isn't just stored, it's defended. But the moment you start moving again, consistently, calmly, without forcing, the message begins to reverse. And over time, something powerful happens. Your body adapts. It becomes more efficient at accessing fat. It becomes quicker at recognizing movement as safe. It becomes better at switching between energy sources. This is internal rewiring. Not overnight, but step by step, signal by signal. Your body starts trusting movement. And when that trust builds, fat is no longer something it hides. It becomes something it uses. So the next time you go for a walk, remember, you're not just burning calories. You're teaching your body how to respond. You're showing it that movement is not a threat, that energy can flow, that it's safe to release what's been stored. Your body isn't broken. It's listening. It's adapting. It's responding to every step you take. And walking is the signal that starts it all. So now I'm curious, what part of this surprised you the most? And when you walk next time, will you feel the moment your body starts to trust it?